Elon Musk, shocking warning, most jobs will disappear by 2030 because of AI. This is on the day that Musk just offered $100 billion to buy out OpenAI. Things are heating up here. So today on this call or on this training, we're going to talk about, is AI the tsunami of destruction or is it a tsunami of opportunity? Okay. So I'm a big believer that right now we are living in the biggest AI gold rush that you could ever believe was possible and be a part of. And you're not late to the game. I'd actually confidently say to you that we are on the forefront of one of the fastest growth rates of any technology. We're going to talk about it. I'll show you examples on and specific details that may affect your business, your side hustle, your industry today. I'll show you exactly where AI is going to penetrate very, very rapidly. And I do believe that there's going to be two different types of people in this technology AI boom. You're going to have people that are left behind and wondering what's going on. And you're going to have people that are literally the ones that everybody goes to because you know a little bit more than they do. But that a little bit is going to make a big, big, massive difference, as you're going to see in this show today. The other thing I want to say is, like, if you're confused, I don't know where you might be. You might be in a few different places. You might be just starting with AI. You may be already an expert AI. And so experts at AI will probably be entertained by this video, but you'll also be like, Ed, I already know all that stuff. But most people out there, I'd say 98% of the population right now are literally not even at the most basic level of using AI. Like, they don't even know how to use ChatGPT on the most basic level. So I don't want you to feel bad about that. In fact, I want you to feel the exact opposite. I want you to feel super, super encouraged, because on this training, I run a business. I'm a business owner. We talk about money. Everybody has to deal with money. And so we're going to talk about how it impacts you on many, many different levels. Plus, what are the best ways that you could be implementing AI in your business, in your jobs? And then what are some side hustle options to add, even if you are currently a business owner, or if you're just looking for an extra 1K to 10K to possibly 100K a month with AI. So we're going to talk about that. Going to address the Trump and Doge, like what's going on. They just put 500 billion into AI, and they're finding gajillions of wasted spend that's coming out, and that's good news in my book. History leaves clues. So we're going to talk about how this actually mirrors the past couple centuries, but it's happening at an accelerated rate. And so we're going to cover that. And then what's the quickest path to cash, and what's the best way to use AI to create passive or even income. Now, leverage is everything. AI provides leverage, if you want to look at it in the most basic form. And the way I like to think about it, actually, let me tell you this quick little story. What grabbed my attention, you're going to see it here in a second, is that OpenAI and AI in general uses programmers to build up the infrastructures, right? And so some crazy number, like either 300,000 or 3 million programmers. I'm screwing up the stat, right? They are building out the OpenAI infrastructure, layers and layers and layers. We don't need to know all the details, but what blew me away was about a year ago, they said that the programming bot that they were creating, now that is a bot that can literally build websites, build technology all on its own. You just program it, you tell it what to do, and it can go do that, right? Was not even in the top 1 million programmers in the world going back 9 to 12 months ago. And then in the last month, they said it's already improved at such an accelerated rate that it's already within the top 100 programmers in the world. That grabs my attention for a lot of reasons. A lot of the most wealthy people, the Silicon Valley people, the people that invented the behind the scenes of the Google, the Facebook rush, the eBay, all of those technologies, Amazon, all of those people, if they sent their kids to coding school for the last 20 or 30 years, so much of that is becoming obsolete right now. And so AI is accelerating so fast that I'm so glad you're here to take advantage of this. So I call it the 24-year shortcut for the reason I just brought it up. Trump investing $500 billion. Now, this is a big interesting photo right here, folks, because if you actually look at the photo, what is going to grab your attention is that most of the successful investors on the right-hand side, you got Zuckerberg, you got Bezos, you got Elon, you got some other dude. I know he's like a quadrillionaire as well. And then you look all around it. Now, somebody like Bernie Sanders is going to say it's an oligarchy. Well, other people will say, if you actually look at it, it's the American dream, right? These are all people that came predominantly from almost nothing, who are now on stage with the president and who've invented the $1 trillion worth of different types of companies. What's super duper important about this, though, what I want you to track with me on this is that if you go look, and we'll be covering this on my channel, so please make sure you click like, subscribe, whatever it might be to follow. But we're going to be covering this on the channel. I'm just making sure we're live on YouTube right now. Is that all of these guys said over the past 4 years, they had so many regulations and restrictions preventing them from being innovative in the technology that they were building. And what this represents is that the new Trump administration, whether you like him or not, whether you think he's mean, whether you think he's too orange, I don't really care what you think on that. It's not relevant. It's opening up our ability to be at the forefront of technology with AI. And we would rather have it here than anywhere else. In fact, JD Vance was talking about that. And then there was another one. I mean, there's another show. I've watched so many AI shows that these guys, we cannot lose this race. I'll talk about it in a second. Now, the guy next to Trump is the NVIDIA founder. It's one of the most wealthy businesses in the world, and it's growing so rapidly, but it's one of the key hubs of AI right now. So anyhow, let's keep moving forward. So this is a big thing. So now, back in the 80s, we talked about the arms race, nuclear arms, all that stuff like that. Right now, they say that we are actually in the middle of a China-US war right now in a technology AI race. And there's reasons why there is concern. But as Elon Musk will say, about 80% hopeful, 20% concern, because we in the US cannot lose this battle, okay? So what does this mean for you and I? Well, industries will be disrupted faster than ever before. That is scary. You'd have to be a fool to not pay attention. Hopefully you are paying attention. The good news, though, for business owners and side hustle, I mean, there's businesses right now launching with very little capital or no capital up front, utilizing the tools of AI and social media to literally get free customers coming in and buying things. And we'll talk more about this a little bit later in the video. But for business owners, you could take anything that's repetitive, and I'm going to show you a list of them right now in a minute. It's to drive costs down, to leverage, to free up your time, to give you your life back, and to make sure that that you're able to create a profit, because that's the purpose of it, right? Now, the other thing that I want to share with you here is that you're able to reach out to customers faster, better, and all that other thing, generate more income, more revenue out of it. But also, we're going to talk about the difference between Moore's Law and Huang's Law. So Moore's Law was that there's 100-fold increase in our technology every decade, okay? And so if you look at the lower hand rate of the chip, though, there's this new thing called Huang's Law, which is right now we're in a million-fold increase in the past decade, and they expect it to go faster and faster and faster. Now, why that's important is because in the past, when technology would come forward, it would only move at a certain pace, right? Like Amazon was a bookstore. Well, now it's a fulfillment AI worldwide operation. But it didn't happen overnight. Does that make sense? It happened slowly over time. But now you got our ability to reach internationally audiences and to create books in like a matter of an hour, to create movies in very, very little time. So let's look at the history to see where history has left clues, right? So in the early 1900s, the disruption was of horse-drawn carriages, blacksmiths, stable keepers, and saddle makers, right? It created prosperity. There's always going to be a theme on this, right? There's prosperity will always be created somewhere, somehow, by somebody, for someone, right? And so car manufacturers, Ford, GM, oil and gas industries, infrastructures, highways, gas stations, people prospered by knowing these things, right? And so just as I gotta move my screen a little bit, the comparison to AI is just as cars made entire industries obsolete, AI-driven automation, self-driving cars, robotic delivery, threatens truck drivers, taxis, drivers, and logistics, while boosting AI-driven vehicle manufacturers, tech firms, and data analytics companies. Now, quick funny story. I was actually in an Uber last week, and I was talking to ChatGPT. I was like, hey, like I would do something like this, like, hey Siri, open ChatGPT for me. Watch that, it's pretty funny. And it'll pop up here in just a second, just so you know. Watch. Hey ChatGPT, how are you today?
Doing well, thank you.
Hey, I'm awesome. Hey, it's my daughter's birthday today. Can you write a one-paragraph, loving, heartwarming card that I could send to my daughter?
Absolutely. Here's a heartfelt message.
That's how quickly it's doing it. That's how quickly she's doing it, right? Go ahead. I'm sorry, ChatGPT. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Someone's trying to call me. I should have silenced that. No reason at all. Okay. So anyhow, I was able to do that. The guy who was driving me said, you're able to just talk to that thing and it's able to just talk back to you. I had it write a 2-page sales letter literally in less than, I think, 5 minutes. He listened to the whole thing and he started asking me questions about it. I think in his mind, he realized that right now, his job is going to be obsolete in the next 3 to 5 years, right? Anyhow, so let's go back. Okay, so what else was disrupted? The internet, 1990s. So what was disrupted? Print media, postal services, traditional retail, travel agencies. Do you remember people? I mean, some of you guys might be too young. Some of you guys used to go into the postal service. You used to go into travel agencies and talk to someone to plan your whole trip. That's all gone. Traditional retail, like, oh, wow, cool. We're going to get to go to Blockbusters, or we're going to watch. I'll talk about that in a second. Created prosperity, though, for e-commerce. That's Amazon, Alibaba, digital advertising, Google, Facebook, and cloud computing. Now, the comparison to AI is that the next major internet-level disruption, replacing traditional knowledge-based jobs, customer support, legal research, financial analysis, while creating massive wealth for AI developers, automation providers, and data-driven businesses. The other thing I want to say on this too, just so that you guys don't get negative, because this is really important to understand, is if you're in any of these industries, this is your opportunity to be the person at the forefront, okay? In the 1980s and 90s, personal computer and software, typewriters, traditional bookkeeping, and manual office work, gone. Created prosperity for Microsoft, Apple, engineers, and IT professionals. Now, the comparison right now is that in AI is eliminating anything repetitive, white-collar work. Guys, white-collar professionals, you got to listen up. This is the warning call right now. Entry-level coding, data entry, admin. I told my bookkeeper 2 weeks ago, I was like, look, if you don't figure out how to use AI and everything we're doing to free you up time so you can leverage it, I don't care if you take more time off. I don't care about any of that, but I just want to make sure that you are not utilizing the old school methods of data entry. And then, so again, all the same thing is AI driven decision making and being able to prompt it and do these things. Smartphones, landlines, point and shoot cameras. Oh my gosh, isn't this funny? GPS devices, newspapers, all disrupted. Created prosperity though for Apple, Google, Android app developers, mobile advertising. And so now, right now, we have AI is going to be able to have voice assistance, automation, real-time decision-making into every imaginable device in every single sector. So basic customer support, call centers, and manual research will be redundant. And then if you don't think this is possible and how fast it's actually going to happen, Just look at what happened to Blockbuster. Look at what happened with Blockbuster and Netflix. Blockbuster was a $6 billion valuation. Netflix, I think at the time, was a $22 million valuation, or even less, maybe even $7 million. I think they tried to sell the Blockbuster for $24 million. They could have bought them for it. And in that little bit of time, 2010, look at that. Look at that difference. It just intersected. Blockbuster was out, Netflix was in, and it continues to do that much. Now, one more thing I want to point out there. Blockbuster had 22,000 employees. Netflix had 150 employees. The streaming, the new technology, what did it do? It created massive leverage. And that's what you're seeing right now in AI. And it's super, super important for us. Now, you're getting the idea, right? E-commerce. So AI's overall impact on economy opportunities and jobs, massive job disruption. So many white collar and blue collar jobs will be replaced by AI-driven automations, call centers, factory workers, accountants, radiologists, truck drivers, legal assistants, outbound appointment setters, inbound appointment setters, front desk workers that are just taking things. I mean, if you see some of the voice AI, maybe we'll get to it tonight. Maybe if you just follow the page, we're going to have you on another one here soon because I'm running a little bit longer than I wanted to already. The economic opportunities, though, that are going to be coming up. AI will create high-paying jobs in AI development, robotics, cybersecurity, and data science. That scares the crap out of me because I don't know anything about any of that. But what it does feel good is that you could utilize AI to be exceptional, to leverage what you don't know in marketing, advertising, copywriting, sales, and you name it, it can do it. If you're not great at creating, say, maybe even reading, maybe any of these things, this will create opportunities in education across all of it. Okay. Now, the widening wealth gap. Now, this was spit out, but I don't know if I really believe this or not. I actually think that in the right places, in the right context, people who have the right thinking are going to be like, hey, let's install AI in every single school system right now. Let's get AI in every teacher's hand. Let's get AI in every professor's hand. Now, you, like me, know that that's going to go to waste for most places because, like, I even see it now, like local teachers and tutors, whatever, they just think, okay, well, no, they still need to learn all these different thought processes. Well, DeepSeek just came out, and DeepSeek will actually tell you the thought processes. So why do I got to spend a full year learning stuff that doesn't really have applicable improvements in my life today when all I can do is go on my phone, ask ChatGPT to calculate something or do something for me? So it is going to be a wealth widening gap. Those that are on track of learning this stuff and those that aren't, right? And then there's going to just be just entirely new industries coming forth. Like, I mean, the typical social media agencies are going to get blasted out, and the new AI social media businesses are the new in. The AI marketing agencies, the AI selling agencies, and it's just going to go on and on and on. Like that, there's so much opportunity coming our way. You just got to get those filters on it. Okay, I'll talk about training in a second. So I'm not going to go into every single little category here, but what I want to show you is I asked ChatGPT, I say, hey, look, how good is AI in comparison to the top professionals in all these industries, like the top 10 industries? And if you look right down the screen there, guys, it's pretty scary if you think about it. 85 to 90%, it's already in the top 20% of every single category at doing these things. Now, where you'll see, like, where does it have a hard time? Well, it lacks real world judgment and courtroom appearance. I mean, if that is the legal holdback, that's not a really big one because you still need lawyers as of now to go in and do that, right? But here's the new AI powered roles. You're going to have AI powered legal consultants. So if you are in the legal arena, and you could just look, I'm not going to read off this entire thing, but AI legal tech specialists, like, you need to start studying this stuff because you're going to need to know like where things are heading, and you don't want to be the dumbest person in the room when it comes to AI. You want to be the furthest one ahead. And I see we have no new people joining all the time. Make sure you follow and like so you can watch the replay here, guys. But the thing about this is you want to be that person because guess what? The people that are with all the money are going to be looking for who are the people on the most cutting edge, right? It just amazes me. Like even in dentistry, we work with dentists. It amazes me that there's technology out there so you can see the bone, know exactly where to get the treatment plan, and there's actually docs out there not using it. It blows me away, okay? So anyhow, you could see this. I'm going to skip through these, but you can just see these are all the new opportunities coming ahead. Now, if you look at civil engineering and engineering, AI is already in the top 70 to 85%. That means you have an employee. Think about this. You'd have an employee that's already in the top 15 to 20%. Most people aren't in the top 20%, right? So you're already getting the Pareto principle of when you use AI. Now, sales and business development, 60, 80%. I actually think it's better than when this came through, and it came all the way through this, right? So art, sales, copywriting, chatbots, customer service. If you have a team of 5 people doing customer support, one really good person that understands AI is going to be able to replace 4 of them. Does that make sense? Because you could take any automation, you could take any script, you could take anything that is human, you could take all the calls from your business, upload it into the AI bot, say, I need you to memorize this. These are all the best practices, and I need you to be able to spit them out. And I'm gonna actually show you a small little demo of the software we use in a second to do that. I think that's after this slide. But you'll see how this goes, right? Humans will focus on creative strategy while AI generates content at scale, 100%. I have my content team right now going through how can we produce 1,000 reels, like video reels in as little as 17 minutes? How can you produce 1,000 quote cards that go on social media in as little as 20 minutes? Like, why are we physically still doing the old school editing when you don't need to, okay? So anyhow, it goes into more of this stuff. So leadership and strategic thinking, you're gonna have AI-driven business consultants. One of my good buddies, Chris Daigle. Chris is one of the best guys out there. His entire business right now is training up internal teams and businesses and equipping them for the AI business-driven business consultant. You're gonna have AI-powered film directors. So are you getting my drift here? It's gonna increase revenue. It's gonna, you can do database reactivations, you can do retention, drive down costs, accelerate profit. Now, on the side hustle stuff, this is what actually excites me the most. And I'll show both examples here, because I think you could be a business owner growing your business and you could have passive income utilizing AI. And let me give you a couple examples. So you got AI tools, right? So AI reviews, AI voice AI, you can install in any business. And then, you know, inside my description here, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, we use Go High Level for everything, okay? We use Go High Level for everything. And the best part about Go High Level is they're gonna have all these trainings right here on your lower hand left screen, whether you wanna do AI missed call text back, whether you wanna do AI, voice AI agents in your business, or you wanna sell it, okay? What I recommend is inside my link description, click on it. You can sign up for a 14-day trial. It's super amazing, super amazing, super amazing. But here's the bigger play, fellas. Here's the bigger play. Oop, let me come back here. I think one of the best side hustles you could possibly ever have in 2025, going into 26 and moving forward is super affiliate for AI in general, okay? Do you want me to break that down for you? I'm gonna do a separate video on this one topic. But what that means is if a company like Go High Level, that's a 9-figure company, they're spending hundreds of millions of dollars into technology, into their own artificial intelligence, into their own software, why would you start anything from scratch, right? Now, on my phone alone, I got CapCut, I got like 10 different AI tools on my phone alone. Yep. I'm glad I went back and looked. But why would you ever start something from scratch when you could just leverage the technology that other people are building? Like, we have a video tool. Like, you'll see the link in the description. Like, it's my favorite video tool. I make our team do it because it'll create 20 viral clips from like something like this what I'm doing right here, right now. I could just give it to them It's going to edit. It's going to take out all the filler words. It's going to take all the ums, ahs, spaces, anything that makes me look silly and stupid. And I do that very well, I guess. Anyhow, it's going to do that, and it's going to it's going to go through it. It's going to figure out every single viral clip that would go well on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, any of those things. My team can do that. Now, is it totally perfect? Well, it's better than nothing. And well, it's not. Wait, let me back up. That's a horrible answer. It's better than 85% of the designers out there. And if you are able to put into, like, this is for any business, for any side hustle, doesn't really matter. If you're able to put into the social media platforms 20 pieces of content that are pretty darn good, like 95% where you want them to be, versus somebody's like, well, I'm a perfectionist and I'm going to do it by my hand and I'm going to do whatever. And I'm like, well, dude, AI identified the 35-second or 3-minute clip that is most likely to go viral. Why not just use AI's ability and post 100 times more pieces of content to reach 1,000 times more people? And you're guessing anyway, because you're just testing your perfect piece of content that you're going to develop. It's going to take 3 weeks to do, where we could just quickly go bam, 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 test it, get up and live and running, and then let the algorithms find the people and then tell us the data. Like, hey, this video got 5,000 views. This one got 50,000 views. This one got 5. Okay, guess what? We're going to use more that are like the 50,000 views than we are going to do with the 5, right? And maybe we delete it. Who cares, right? No, you're not doing it anyway, so why not use it? So, but my point is why would you promote or share a software like that? Well, because why wouldn't you, right? Like, if you're my friend and I say, look, hey, check out this video software that we're using, or they say, what software are you using? And they sign up for a free trial. All these AI tools are free trials, and they start using it. They're never going to quit, right? Like my video tools, my editing tools, my ChatGPT, my Go High Level, no one is ever going to quit those. Now, what's super cool on this is, like, so what that means for you is you're going to get passive income forever, okay, on these. It really is one of the best ways to create cash flow, passive income, and potentially generational wealth, because you could also get your kids learning it. And then when I have a YouTube show we're coming out soon where we're actually going to talk about social selling to acquire free leads, free customers, rather than spending a ton of money on ads. I mean, this is another leveler, right? It just levels the playing field because the social media algorithms nowadays want you to get in front of more people. Okay, so hopefully that was really good. So I'm not going to go too in depth on this, but inside Go High Level, but this is what AI can do, right? You'll never miss a call again. The AI can schedule a call. It can talk to leads. It can answer all the questions. How it works, I mean, really simply, it just scrapes your website or transcripts and you program it. And it could take your team from being crazy like this from all the different directions where you're losing money, bringing to one simple place, and really leverage your business. I mean, it amazes me that there's still blue collar businesses, white collar businesses, sole proprietors, anybody that is not using AI. So when people call, no one's answering the phone personally, or you're going to a voicemail that nobody gets back to. Well, with missed call, text back, and voice AI, you can solve all those problems, guys. Okay. And so this is just a little bit about how the bot can work. I'll go deeper in that on a different training. It's in one of our in our SKOOL group that we have coming lives. But the big thing on all this stuff is all we're trying to do is remove complexity and streamline it so it's great. So again, check it out. Link in description. Let's keep moving. Now, here's one last thing I want to leave you guys with. Actually, let me see if I can actually give you guys a quick demo, right? Let me stop sharing here real quick. I'm going to stop sharing this. And I'm going to show you a different screen. So when you jump into like Go High Level, I want to show you how the bot actually works, because this is kind of cool. A lot of people don't know the behind the scenes of some of this stuff, right? So let me see. I'm trying to get out of my screen that I had up. What I was going to show you there too is here it comes. Okay, so let's go to this is what I call my dummy account. because it allows us to check out a few things. So just stick with me 1 second. I'm opening up my Go High Level account for you just so I could show you how it actually works on the inside. We'll do that. And let's see what we got here. So are you guys liking this? So hey, leave a comment. Even just put a comment in any of my threads, AI, and we have some really cool things coming out in the next week or so that I'll invite you to. It's pretty powerful. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen right now. Okay, cool. So this is what we call, when you go into Go High Level, it's really amazing. Like this is what I call like our dummy account, because it's the account we use when I'm doing demos and stuff for clients. So when I go to my settings and stuff like that, you have like all these different things. You got voice AI agents. This is how simple this is. So if you end up buying or grabbing Go High Level, the free trial, I think it's 14 days, maybe 30 days, $97 a month, I think is what it is moving forward. You literally, as being one of my, buying it through me and being one of my affiliates, this is how this thing works, right? So you could actually call this number if you want to try it out. It's going to be like a dental office for you. And all I did was we have like, these are what we call prompts, like AI prompts. And if you'll notice this, when somebody calls, it'll say, hey, thank you for calling our office. Whom do I have the pleasure of speaking with today? And then after we hear their name, we say, how can I assist you? And so what I like putting here is like, are you looking to book an appointment, or are you looking to, or did you have questions? And this says like, yeah, I'm interested in implants, and these are dental implants. And then the first part of this is, great, we love helping people with strong, healthy teeth with implants. Actually, let me see if I can do this real time, guys. This is a little risky for me to do this real time, but you'll get to see. Oh, I gotta stop my screen share so you don't see it. But this is how voice AI works, right? Stop screen share, and then we'll just do the demo together right here. Okay, let's see if I can make this work. And then I'll wrap up this call today. And then, hey, if you like what I'm showing you right now, I'm just letting you know that this is not even scratching the surface of ways to make money with AI. So let me see. I'm going to have it call me. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. Just fixing my phone number. Boop. 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 And I'm going to get a phone call here in about 1 second. Okay. There it is. Hello.
Hi. Thanks for calling the Miracle of Dental Implants. This is Emma, your AI receptionist. May I assist you with scheduling an appointment or answer any of your questions?
Yeah, I'm just looking at dental implants.
Great. We love helping people achieve strong, healthy teeth with dental implants. Would it be okay if I ask you a few questions to pass along to our team so we can best support you?
Yeah, please ask me questions.
Awesome. Could you share which best describes your situation? Are you missing teeth, wearing dentures, experiencing failing teeth, or a little of all the above?
Yeah, a little bit of all the above.
Thank you for sharing that. Assuming we had a treatment plan that fit your desires, is this something you're looking to get started with right away, or more like down the road?
Yeah, I mean, right away.
Perfect. Would you be interested in exploring affordable payment plans to make this process easier for you?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Thanks. Do you know approximately where your credit score is currently? For example, is it below 650 or above 650?
Yeah, it's above.
Great. What would be a comfortable dollar amount that we can target for our treatment plan?
$300 a month.
Okay, let's work with that. Now let's find a time that works best for you to schedule an appointment. What days and times are most convenient for you?
Yeah,
I'll note it down.
Wednesday at 10 a.m. is best for me.
Got it. I'll make a note for Wednesday at 10 a.m. A team member will reach out to confirm your appointment soon. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I'm gonna hang up on you. Thank you. Okay, so the reason why what we do is we don't, since it's an office, like a dental office or a doctor's practice, we always want the team to be the one to do the final confirmation. Okay. Now, here's what's super cool about this. That's just the voice AI agents, right? You don't have to use it. It's going to be here. It's going to be in every single. It's going to be in every single business in the next 2 years, if not faster. And it's going to be the most common thing. And if you actually look at the amount of calls missed by businesses, especially the low-hanging fruit after hours, it's all found money for all these businesses, right? So for a couple $100 a month, it's a no-brainer to have that, but then you get all the other technology as well, because guess what, folks? Because it's technology, like the software. Go check it out yourself. I'm trying to kick out of this so I can go to my things, but like the technology itself, I mean, the marketing side of it, the automation side of it, the reputation management side of it. Let me just show you one more thing and then I'm gonna let you go. I mean, you could create content using the video thing I shared with you. And the next thing you could be also posting content across all the social media platforms using their social planner. They got membership areas. They got websites here that you could build out. It's pretty unbelievable. You got reputation management with the AI. And then there's also reporting of everything. You got call report, you got Google Ads report, Facebook reporting, attribution reporting. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. So anyhow, in summary of all this stuff, the Tesla bot's not taking over your life. The Tesla bot is actually going to be just one component of where agents are going to be in our lives. Like they say by, I think it's 2040, there's going to be millions and millions and millions of robots that we're going to be able to buy. Well, maybe not buy millions, but there's going to be robots. Like we're going to be going to Starbucks and there's going to be robots working there. There's going to be, you're going to be going to get, I got my oil cleaned last night and there's going to be robots in there, right? They're going to be replacing jobs. Just remember, think about this. Remember like when McDonald's, they'd have like 8 different places you can walk up and order. Now there's like 2 and there's all these machines where you got to go type in there and order. They're trying to move you on the app. The same is going to be true like in every single area. The question in summary is like, are we at a place where we're in the middle of destruction and devastation? Or are we in the place where I'm putting or where we're in total, where we're going to have total prosperity and growth? And I've told you this, I believe in it wholeheartedly. I think that there's going to be 2 types of people. There's going to be people that do the ignore AI at all costs because it's just another thing, the same way they ignore social media. The difference is you can't escape AI. Like it's going to be everywhere. And if you watch this full video and you go back, you'll see all those categories of businesses. In all of them, there's destruction and then there's new opportunities. There's destruction, there's new opportunities. And so anyhow, you could check that out. So anyhow, as we said, like check out in our description, there's a bunch of resources that I'm providing for you guys absolutely free. And you get to try out some of the softwares that I love the best. My favorite ones, can't live without them anymore. Just like I can't live without my coffee. These are in my life. And I believe that's why also one of the best side hustles you could ever be is a super affiliate AI, an AI super affiliate where you're referring people on your socials, doing reviews and getting them on software, because guess what, folks? It's here to stay. If they like it, they'll never leave it. And these technology companies are paying ridiculous sums of money. So on the next live show, We're going to be talking about how to actually sell AI and how are the best ways to do it and what are the best tools to sell or introduce to people that makes their life better. So that's it. Matt O'Keefe, and hope to talk to you soon. All right, bye.